we're going to knit the left side of this neckline. All right, so now we are going to hang 71 left to 11 left. Back on the machine. There's 71. Once we get them onto the machine, we will then transfer them back and put in a smaller cast on comb. Now I can let it go. Hold it with my right hand and transfer with my left. Let's see if I can make this go twice as fast. When we go to transfer them back, make sure that you transfer them the same way. Okay, you get the idea as to how fast this is going to go. We'll come back when I am closer to this side. All right. Looks like I forgot to leave some slack in the waist yarn. So now I'm struggling. So when you do your waist yarn, make sure that you do more than 10 rows. And you do more a looser tension. So now I am struggling. More to go. Sorry if my head's in the way. One more. All right. Whew. Moving those back. Will this be an issue? Maybe, but that's okay. We can always relieve some of the stress on it if we have to. Now, one of the other things I did do is I put on the connecting arm so that my yarn would be out of my way. So now we're going to go up. Pulling down the sweater. Now we get the honor of transferring for our ribbing again. So what I see is this one is purled and purled. We'll use those as our markers. markers there. Well, that one seems to be having an issue. Looks like the waste yarn got caught in it. Okay, I think I got the waste yarn out. That would also affect the tension. Now, that seems to be a purl, so we'll leave it as a knit. I think we did that on the last sweater. Once we get these all transferred, we can give the sweater a little pull down, and it'll help set these stitches. Ow. Oh, that hurt my knee. Oh boy. Okay, now these last two are going to be a little tricky. Okay. I'm taking my fancy dancy tool. Everything looks good. All right, now I've got to put in the comb. I am fortunate enough to have a half comb. Move these down. Put the comb in from underneath. I think 40 is about halfway. Okay. Trying to make sure it stays above the stitches best I can. Okay. Make sure my yarn's not caught anywhere. Not going to move. Well, actually, I'm not going to move. I'm going to put my weights on. So I'm going to put one weight at 0 and the other weight at probably 80. Now it's a pretty tight squeeze in there, but with luck you'll be okay. Again, make sure that you free your yarn. Don't let it get caught up in your cast on comb. Everything looks good. Taking a deep breath. Now we're going to knit to the right, and then we're going to start doing some reductions. Tensions at 6 and 6. Okay, now we get to reduce these 3 stitches. So I'm going to move the purl stitches up, even though it's a tight squeeze right now. This is the last time it'll be a tight squeeze for this side. I'm going to move these 3 up. Actually, I shouldn't have moved them up, but we are going to only adjust them. Okay. In behind the gate peg. Onto the stitch. Lock it in. Behind the gate peg. Into the stitch. Lock it in. Let go of the yarn. And place it onto stitch number 14. And bring stitch 14 out a little bit. Stitch 14 and 15 should be purls. So we're going to put stitch 15 back down, and we're going to put stitch 14 back down. We are now going to very carefully knit across. This is going to be a little bit sketchy, but we'll be fine. Going across for row 219. Now we need to free these gate pegged ones. So push up a little bit on your cast on comb to relieve the stress. And you're golden. You can move these end stitches up. Knit across. And now we're going to reduce 3 stitches again. So we move the purl stitches up. And we're going to gate peg again. So into the first. Grab that loop in behind the gate peg. Onto the next one. Lock it in. Behind the gate peg. Lock it in. Let go. And hang the stitch on number 20. No. 19, 18, number 17. Bring that stitch forward. Take a deep breath. We're now going to knit across and then unlock the gate peg. Okay, push the cast on comb up again. Just a little bit. Make sure that it's free. Nothing's caught on anything. We're now going to knit across. We're going to reduce another 3 stitches. So move the purls up. Gate peg again. That's 2. This is 3. Let go and hang the stitch on number 20. Bring 20 out, push those back, push those down, and knit across. Okay, that is the hardest part, and now we're done with the massive reductions. From here on out, the reductions are singles. Whew. All right, let's knit. 1, 2, 3. We are now going to reduce 1 stitch. Move the purl stitch up. Transfer to my 2-prong transfer tool. We're now going to move 2 stitches over. And move the stitch back down. Knit across. Knit back. Knit across. And now we reduce 1 stitch. Now what I'm going to do differently than I did last time is I'm going to keep the end stitch a knit stitch. So inside will always be a knit stitch, not a purl stitch. One, 2, 3. Okay, something's going on here. My weight was caught on my, what is this thing called? On my metal stand. This does happen sometimes. You just got to keep an eye on it. Oh, that didn't knit off. All right, I just got to do a little bit of repair here. All right, that should be just fine. I am going to put a 7 weight on it though. Just for security. Where were we? We were reducing 1 stitch. So like I said, we're always going to keep the end stitch a knit stitch. Now we're going to knit across for row 233. 1, 2, 3. So 235, we reduce again. Knit across. row 239, reduce 1 stitch. All right, from here we have no more reductions, so we are just going to knit to row 254. All right, from here, we will transfer the stitches all up to the main. And then we will remove on waste yarn and hang the next side. So that's kind of boring. We'll come back when that's all done. Sorry, I hit the camera. This is a good place to stop. We will continue in part 3.